Hey YouTubers, it is Megan again. Welcome back. Wanted to briefly discuss the difference between fat acceptance and losing weight while still being a person who accepts the fat community. Without stumbling over my words too much, anyway. I am not in the fat acceptance groups as you would think. I'm not in open forums or anything like that, taking part in the discussions. And the primary reason why, and it's the reason why I want to discuss this, is because it seems, and this is kind of a blanket statement, but it just seems like if it's not a person who is there in being a chubby chaser, somebody who finds fat people just amazingly desirable, then it's somebody, who says, yep, I'm fat and I accept that and I'm not going to change it, which by all means I'm all for bodily autonomy. You do with your body as you wish. I can't stop you and I shouldn't be able to stop you. But some of these people seem to think that if you are accepting of different sizes, then you also accept your size and thus have no desire to change it. And I find that to be absolutely ridiculous, you know, to be cut and dry about it. It's ridiculous. I am very accepting of the fact that I am fat. I'm more accepting now than I was when I first started my weight loss journey. And that's not to say it's because I'm smaller than I was 50 pounds ago. It's because I am more educated. I have learned so much about weight loss, what causes food addiction, how to get past that. I've done a lot of research and learned a lot about nutrition and the different types of exercises, how they affect you, etc. I've done so much research that through my research, I have become more understanding and thus able to be more accepting. Not to say I wasn't accepting before, but I'm a whole hell of a lot more accepting than I was 50 pounds ago. Because with every single day that I work out, eat right, and lose weight, is also another day that I do research. I am researching every single day because I feel like there's so much to learn. And I've learned a lot, and I know that I have a long way to go before I know, I'm not going to say all of it, but almost all of it, we'll say. So with that being said, I don't think it's necessarily fair to say if you are accepting of people who don't fit the societal norm, then, you know, you won't have a desire to change. I don't think that that's very fair to say. I'm extremely accepting. I have friends that are much larger than I have ever been. I have family who is large, and they themselves don't have the strong desire to change. And as much as I wish they did, because I would love for them to join this journey that I'm on so we can do it together, it is their rights to be the way they are, and I'm not going to bash them for that. It's, it all back to bodily autonomy. You do with your body as you deem right for yourself, and I am in no way to judge that. I see what I've done to my own body in the last 24 years, and although I won't say that I'm entirely responsible for all 24, I most definitely am responsible for at least the last 14. So, but the primary reason why I want to lose weight isn't to fit a societal norm. As a matter of fact, the primary reason why I want to lose weight is to avoid the um, health implications of being overweight. And just because you're overweight, just because you're obese, does not mean that you're going to get diabetes, that you're going to have heart disease, that you're going to have this, that, and the other. Because the fact of the matter is anything that a person who is overweight or obese could possibly have, a thin person can too. Because it's not necessarily the outside that determines your health, it's also the inside. But the fact of the matter is, the larger you are, the higher chances you have of having all of these complications. I want to reduce my risks, especially because a lot of things run on both sides of my family. My mother and my grandmother are diabetic. My brother is pre-diabetic. And my father apparently is diabetic and has, within the last 6 months or so, lost a limb due to poor circulation. Not entirely due to diabetes. He had another situation that occurred about 25, 26 years ago that just kind of helped push him along to the poor circulation. But had that not had happened, yes, he would have still lost the limb because of diabetes, but it would have probably taken longer. Fact of the matter is diabetes runs on both sides of my family. Heart problems run on both sides of my family. Jesus tits, I'm fucking screwed. But there are things that I can do to help minimize the chances. So, just because I am accepting of people of all shapes and sizes doesn't mean that I have to remain where I'm at. I can do the things that I'm currently doing to help minimize risks involved with my weight, and that is to lose weight. I will always be accepting of my overweight family. I will always be accepting of my large friends. And I will always be accepting of the fact that I once wore very large clothing. And I will be even more accepting as I lose weight to be able to put on what I'm wearing today and go, shit, that's too big now. But that doesn't mean that I'm not accepting of the fact that I'm fat now. I'm accepting of the fact that I'm fat. I'm not accepting of the fact that I can't do certain things that somebody who's thinner than myself can do. I'm not accepting of the fact that I am limited in the stores that I can shop, in the clothes that I can wear. That's where I'm not accepting. So I suppose if that means I'm hypocritical to say I'm part of the fat acceptance crowd, yet I don't accept these certain things from my size, I'm willing to say I'm a hypocrite. But I firmly do not believe I'm a hypocrite because I don't accept the possible health implications. Like I said, I believe in bodily autonomy to the fullest, and if it's your desire to gain weight, if it's your desire to lose weight, or if it's your desire to maintain weight, I give you a high five. I really do. Because just because you want to lose weight doesn't mean that you're not accepting of others' weights. I think what it boils down to is if you truly are accepting of another person's size, another person's shape, you won't joke about it. That's what I believe size acceptance really is. Not joking about it, and when others joke about it, you say, hey, dude, that's not cool.